Hey everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you another episode, Coffee with Coach. Hope you're up doing well. Got the mind in the right place. If not, as always, let's put it in the right place. So, been a little minute since I put out Coffee with Coach episode. Want to get this one out to you guys. I just feel like it's really important. Something that I've been sharing with my team almost on a daily basis. You know, I'm always in the front of the class talking to my students day in and day out about being an offering to your people, you know, your tribe. Everyone has someone that's looking up to them. Okay. So everyone watching here has a brother, sister, mom, dad, like friend, family member, you know, someone is watching you. Someone is looking up to you. Someone is seeing or just watching what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. So that keeps me busy, that keeps me active, that keeps me on my toes, so to speak, like just trying to make sure that I'm trying to be, the best version of myself for my people. Because why? I want to be a good example, even though no one's perfect, but at least you're trying to like be self-conscious of and aware, like, hey, you know, I got people that depend on me, that look up to me, that come around me for the energy that they might need to just do better. So that's why I do the things that I do. You know, I get called a lot of things here and there. Of how I coach, how I teach, how I put out these videos, things that I say. But it's always a thank you afterwards because it's just tough love, man. It's just tough. You know, sometimes those things are hard to listen to. If it's one of those things where, like, I tell my students, like, if the shoe fits, wear it and then like lace it up real tight. Like, because if you think I'm talking to you, then I must be, you know, and most of the time I'm not. You know, a lot of times when I'm talking in front of the class and I'm saying things, I'm talking about someone completely different, like someone else, but someone thinks that I'm talking about them and I'm not. I'm not even thinking about them. But whatever they're doing on or off the mat, they must be doing what I'm saying or what I'm talking about. So it gets to them a little bit. So, hey, you're talking about me. I'm not talking about you. I wasn't even thinking about you, but you must be doing what I'm saying. So fix those things, get those things right, and then you won't feel that way, right? So I bring this up because there's just a lot of things going on that I've seen recently with some students, friends, family members, or whatever, people that can just do better. And they're choosing not to. They're choosing not to do better. They can do better. They're just choosing not to. And I don't understand why, okay? Because we just don't know how long we're gonna be here. I have a younger cousin. He was 33. He passed away, I think 2 weeks ago. Okay. I've had another student of mine. His father just passed away. I have another student that was just taking his family out to dinner on Saturday night, and on the way home, I guess, I'm pretty sure it was on the way home, he got hit by another car. Car flipped over. Had his kids in the car. Kids are okay, but like part of his head was clipped by the sunroof or something, so he had to have surgery, and he's okay. He's gonna be all right. But you know, for a split second there, you know, he didn't know if he was gonna make it, you know, because of what happened. His car's totaled. They showed me the pictures. It's nuts. You just never know. You just never know. Like, people think they have all this time on this planet, and you don't. You just don't. Like, you just don't. You don't know when your number is going to be called. You don't know when that time is going to come for you. And I mean, me personally, I know a lot of people that have passed away. I'm 48 and they're a lot younger than me. And, you know, the goal is try to live as long as you can for as healthy as you can. Like, you want to be a able-bodied person. You know, I don't want a walker, a cane, or need assistance, or, you know, I want to be a physically, you know, capable individual as I get older and not need all kind of help because I just was a lack of, you know, just doing the right things for myself, you know. So I got a message just now. It's just kind of one of the motivators for this episode. It was just I posted my run. Okay, I've been posting my runs lately. This is just stuff I've been doing for years. I've been doing these runs for years. I just never posted them. These are just what my daily habits are. And I just was like, man, just started posting these things of the pull-ups and the runs. And I just got a message on one of the the run that I just posted, like, hey, you've inspired me to start running. And so one of my friends back home that I used to work with at General Motors, and she just posted like, hey, I'm starting to get back to it. And I posted the protein that I take and the Greek yogurt, and she's like, hey, I got some of that stuff, the exact protein and the Greek yogurt and all that stuff, and it tastes amazing, and all this stuff. So what I'm saying is I'm trying to get as many people as I can up off the couch, up off the chair, out of bed, and be active and be a better version of themselves. I have another black belt, one of my black belts, Angel Vargas. He started taking better care of himself. He looks great. He looks like how he should look. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He's a coach. He's a leader. He's a husband. He's a lot of things in the community, and he looks the part. And it's very important that we look the part. It's very important that I look the part, that I look the way I should look, a physically fit man, because I do the things I do. And even if I wasn't a martial arts instructor, I should still be physically fit. I should be a leader and an offering to my people around me, my closest friends and family members, to show them this is what this should look like. This is what you should look like. This is the way you should be. Okay. I'm not trying to be some, muscle mag fitness bodybuilder looking guy. I just want to be a fit individual to where I can just move my own body around the way I should, like a normal human being should. And I get on my students about these things because, I get these students that come in and they haven't been doing anything. Okay. But that's why they're there. And then when you start pushing them, they start complaining. I'm like, well, this is why you showed up. This is why you signed up. You say, I had a guy come in yesterday, just drop in, just say, hey, I'm just looking to try out the classes and see if I like it, and this is where I want to join. And I'm like, why are you here? It's always the question I ask people, why are you here? Okay. I know the answer. I just want to hear them say it. Why are you here? And he says, well, I asked him how old he was. He said he's 38. And I says, well, why are you here? And he's like, well, recently I just had to go to the hospital emergency. I was in the ICU unexpectedly because I have some sort of type of diabetes that caused him to just be rushed to the hospital. And he goes, I didn't even know I had it. Okay. Now he wasn't the most fit individual. Okay. He was out of shape. And I was like, well, great. Like, you're here. I can help you if you really want the help. If you're serious, you should sign up and I can help you. We can help you. This team can help you because this is what we do. We get individuals to get rid of those fast foods, those sodas, those sugars, the candies, the alcohol, the cigarettes, like whatever it is that's in your way, so that you can be an offering to your people. Like, this is that place to do that. Okay. Some people will take that and become better versions of themselves. I've had thousands of those people, literally thousands of those people. I've helped so many people because of the program that we have and the way I am as a coach, just become more fit, better, healthier individuals on top of like their credit scores and everything else. Like, you need to be an offering to your people. Are you one that's going to take people, I got a family member I just messaged the other day. Like, are you trying to take us up the hill or are you trying to take us down the hill? Which one is it? I know the answer. Right now, it looks like you're trying to take us down the hill. You're not trying to take us up the hill. You're not trying to take us to the top of the mountain. You're trying to take us to the bottom where like everyone's at, like the bottom of the barrel. Like, why are you doing that? Okay. You should be an example for the rest of us, what to look like, be like, and act like, and everything else. And that's the way you should be. That's what this message is about. Are you an offering to your people? Are you getting up early every day. I had another student of mine, friend of mine. This thing, I'm not a morning person. That's crap. Okay? I can't stand when people say, I'm not a morning person. Yeah, you are. You're just being lazy. You're telling yourself you're not a morning person. But if you told yourself, I'm going to get up 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, get up and get after it, that's who you'll be. But you're telling yourself, I'm not a morning person. So I got individuals that are now getting up early. So I'm like, why are you sleeping in like to 8, 9, 10 o'clock? Like little kids do that. Like parents let their kids sleep in. Like they got their pajamas on and still, and they're like getting up, eating Fruity Pebbles and like, watching cartoons. Like you're an adult. Get up early, make some things happen, and get after it and show the people around you like what it should look like and be like. The problem is so many people have bad examples around them. Their parents, they love them, but they're just bad examples. Okay? They sleep in, they're overweight, like they drink, they smoke, they got bad credit scores, they don't have no money in the bank. Like just poor examples. So that's what they do. It's like I talk about this stuff in class all the time. Like instead of like generational wealth, like you should be setting up your family for the future to like have some wealth, and instead like there's like generational poorness. You're not showing your family and friends how to save money, how to have good credit scores, how to eat healthier, you're showing them how to get unhealthy, like be the unhealthiest person that there is. You know how many kids I have that come in to my program that struggle with bear crawls and jumping jacks and push-ups because they're so overweight at 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. Like that is ridiculous. And now we have to help these kids like understand the difference between what's good food, what's bad food, like being active. And it's so hard to do that because there's no good examples at home. Again, are you being an offering to your people? Okay, you should be a great example for your people. Show them what physical fitness looks like, what a fit individual looks like, what having money looks like, what having savings account looks like, having nice car, nice house, like nice things look like. Like, again, your credit score, what that looks like. I have to say these things because I run into these problems and these things with people all the time. It's always the same discussions. One of the main ones the other day was like, I got, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26-year-olds, 30-year-olds with no credit card. Like, how do you expect to like progress in life without any credit? Like you have no credit. Like, how does that even make sense? You're not building any credit. And the answer is always, 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 well, my parents messed up their credit, so they told me not to get a credit card because they don't want me to mess up my credit. Well, because your parents were irresponsible, that doesn't mean that you're going to be irresponsible. How about you be disciplined and focused just like you are with your jiu-jitsu and whatever else that you're really good at? How about you do that the same with your money habits and in your credit and change the trajectory of like your future family and show people, again, be an offering to your people of what like having money looks like, having a good credit score looks like, having nice things look like. Like, people say, they talk about money. Certain people say things about like money being the root of all evil. It's not. It's not. Like being poor is. Like not mismanaging your money and not being able to pay your bills on time because you're not disciplined with your money is the root of all evil. Because what does that do? That adds all kind of stress to relationships. It causes fights because it's ridiculous. I'm going to share this little story, then I'm going to get out of here. I was getting ready to get some money out of the ATM after I pumped gas in at this racetrack around the corner. This is a couple months ago, or not that long ago. It was a young couple, okay? There was a kid in the car. It was hot. Windows were rolled down. They obviously didn't look like they had AC because if they did, the windows would have been rolled up with the kid in the car. The car must obviously broke down, okay? This young couple was arguing outside, and it looked like they just were lost and didn't know what to do. And the lady was kicking the car. She was so frustrated that she was just beating the hell out of this car, just kicking it. And the guy's just walking around like just lost, didn't know what to do. And I'm just shaking my head. The kids in the car is hot. I mean, it had to be 100 degrees, whatever. And it's just like, this generational poorness. What do you think is going to happen to that kid if they don't get those things fixed? It's going to be the same thing. And then that kid's going to have kids, and it's going to be the same thing. It's just going to be a repetitive thing. Like, things have to change. And if no one else wants to change it and you don't have a good example, then you be the example. Then you be the offering to the next generation on how things should look like and be like going forward, okay? This is a constant battle that I have with a lot of people. And now I don't have like everything, or I don't have like, there's people out here watching this and they're doing way better than me. Well, I'm not hating on that. I'm trying to get where you're at, but I am doing a lot better than a lot of other people I know, okay? And I'm always trying to listen and learn and just keep an open mind. Like, how can I get to that next level? How can I be better? And if you're doing better than me, I want those answers, and I want the questions. I'm gonna ask the questions so I can get those answers, you know? So be an offering to your people. Had numerous people message me about my runs and my pull-ups. People are doing pull-ups now. People are running now. People are eating healthier. They're seeing the things that I post, and they're just doing better. And you guys all don't see it if you're not in my academy, but the amount of people that I'm helping change their mindset, change the money in their pocket, change their credit score, change this, change that. It's a dramatic shift in their life. I don't get anything back from that. Like, no one can ever repay me for those kind of things. But they're just, what I ask for those individuals is just they help someone when they see they need the help. When they see someone not doing everything that they should be doing, that they step in and say something and not just be quiet. Because that's the problem with a lot of people, is they just don't say anything, okay? Be that one, be that offering, show people what good things look like, okay? What a good person looks like, what a good life should be like, you know? Treat people with respect, treat people with really good, help people, like try to do things for people. I've had, I know I said I was gonna let you go, but I'll share this too. I had a conversation with someone the other day, and when someone does them wrong or doesn't think about them, they kind of treat them the same way. So I'm like, well, you're no different. You're just like the person that you're complaining about. And I had someone recently, very close, like, just some shady stuff, just whatever, And I still did some things for him anyway, because that's just who I am. That's just who I am. That's just the person that I am. I'm not going to let that person change who I am, okay? If I want to do something nice for you, I'm just going to do something nice for you with no strings attached and no expectation in return. I'm just going to keep it moving and just do what I do. Again, being an offering, like, to my people. I'm trying to show people, like, hey, this is what things should look like, things should be like, and this is the way it should be like for your friends and family around you. So anyways, I think the grass guy is here to cut my grass. It's gonna make a lot of noise. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Okay, guys, level up. Okay, see you later.